Hello and welcome to our channel. There are many amazing new games set to launch this month, and we are here with our recommendations of 10 amazing games that you might want to consider getting this month and trying them out. So, without wasting any more time, let's dig right into the video. Wulong: Fallen Dynasty is a new Three Kingdoms dark fantasy action RPG from Team Ninja and published by KOEI Tecmo. The game is currently scheduled for release on March 3, 2023 on PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. The era is 184 AD, later Han Dynasty China. The land is overcome by chaos and destruction. The imperial dynasty that prospered for many years is now about to collapse. The game is a dramatic, action-packed story of a nameless militia soldier fighting for survival in a dark fantasy version of the later Han Dynasty, where demons plague the Three Kingdoms. Players fight off deadly creatures and enemy soldiers using swordplay, based on the Chinese martial arts, attempting to overcome the odds by awakening the true power from within. Wulong refers to a crouching dragon, and also refers to a hero or person of greatness who is not yet known. This is the story of officers who will later become heroes during their unknown period, and also the story of a protagonist's rise from being a nobody. Contraband Police is a police simulation game developed by Crazy Rocks and published by Playway. In this game, you take over the duties of a border guard inspector in a communist country of the 80s. Smuggling, corruption, and forgery are the order of the day here. Be vigilant and earn the respect of your superiors. The year is 1981, and as a young officer trainee, you are assigned to work at a border post in the mountainous region of Karakatka. Entry into the Akras People's Republic is strictly regulated by the party, and your every move is monitored. The situation at the border escalates when your comrade is killed during one of the interventions. Every visitor must have a set of valid documents. Even the slightest discrepancy means refusal of entry. Over time, the number of documents will increase, and errors will be more difficult to detect. Our intelligence regularly provides information about suspicious drivers. Search their vehicles using a UV flashlight, and then use the appropriate tools to extract the smuggled goods. No amount of contraband should cross the border. In some situations, you will be forced to use firearms. Your station is a constant target for Abarankov's gang attacks, and every away mission carries the risk of a clash with the enemy. Desperate smugglers may attempt to escape from the control zone. It is your duty to stop and arrest them. Buy and upgrade police cars to improve the effectiveness of your pursuit. Upgrade your police station to increase its defenses and improve subsequent inspections. However, keep in mind the rising cost of maintaining your station. Successful inspections, foiled smuggling, and successful interventions are a few ways to earn cash. Always be ready to intervene in an emergency. Solve crime puzzles, support your comrades, and thwart the blood-fist rebels. Make decisions that will determine the future of Akristan. The Great War Western Front is an upcoming real-time strategy game based on the First World War. Developed by Petroglyph Games and published by Frontier Foundry, the game is set to be released on March 30, 2023 for PC. In the game, the player can choose to play as either the Central Powers or the Allied Powers, with both having unique gameplay features and abilities. In the RTS segments of the game, players can spend gold and supplies in order to construct an intricate network of trenches, machine gun nests, artillery batteries, and observation balloons in the setup phase of each combat engagement. They can also place different military units and battalions along the trench. Once a battle has started, improving defense or introducing more units to the battle will cost the player more supplies. A battalion can be commanded and transverse across the no man's land to attack an opponent's trenches. A successful attack will allow players to claim ownership of said trench, allowing players to advance forward. As the player progresses in the game, they will unlock new weapons and technology, such as tanks and chemical weapons. There are 9 outcomes for each skirmish, ranging from great loss to great victory. If the players fail to advance, and has nearly used up most of their resources, they can also negotiate for a ceasefire, while the defenders can also surrender, so as to preserve resources, and preventing further causalities. Before moving on to the rest of the video, we want to thank you for being so kind and supportive. We have been monitoring our channel's progress. Everything looks really good, except this part, where it shows that less than 1% of our viewers subscribe to our channel, and we know that you guys can fix this. So if you find our videos helpful and interesting, our only ask is to also subscribe to our channel, like the video, and if possible, share it with your friends and community. It really helps us to stay motivated. Having said that, let's move on with the recommendations. Terra Nil is an upcoming strategy game developed by Free Lives and published by Devolver Digital for PC. The game is currently scheduled to be released on March 28, 2023. While the gameplay focuses on placing buildings, as is common in city-building games, Terra Nil is the reverse, that is, focusing instead on ecosystem reconstruction. Rather than promoting the consumption of resources to expand, the game is inspired by the rewilding movement and the climate crisis, and seeks to restore nature rather than exploit it. Players are tasked with turning a barren wasteland into an ecological paradise, with a variety of flora and fauna. This is achieved by placing a number of buildings on the landscape, which allow you to terraform. Wind turbines provide power, but can only be placed on stone tiles. These are used to power toxin scrubbers, which prepare the soil for irrigation. Water pumps are used to refill dried riverbeds, while additional tools allow the player to create new rivers and new stone tiles anywhere on the map. For each tile, which is converted from wasteland into lush ecosystem, the player is rewarded with points, which can be spent on further buildings and upgrades. In the second stage of the game, players can upgrade existing buildings to create biomes such as wetlands, wildflower meadows, and dense forests. Restoring these biomes will cause herds of deer, flocks of birds, schools of fish, and lone wandering bears to populate the map. The unique selling point of the game comes in the third phase, where once a sufficient amount of the ecosystem and weather has been restored, the player is tasked with recycling the buildings they have placed, in order to create an airship, on which they will leave the map. Doing so, they will leave no trace of their presence, just a rewilded paradise. Bleak Faith Forsaken, by Archangel Studios, is a brutal action RPG that will task players with exploring an unrelenting, interconnected world, inhabited by fierce creatures and astonishing bosses. Players are expected to push beyond all limitations, and a narrow victory may be within reach. It is set to release for PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on March 10, 2023. The game features a purposeful combat system catered to all playstyles. Positioning, timing, and resource management all must be balanced in order to find success, but how players undertake each encounter is their decision alone. Whether it's taking down enemies from the shadows with a pair of daggers, aiming down sights to rain arrows from the skies, or even climbing the backs of giants and bosses, with a sword in hand. The in-depth class and perk system encourages a versatile approach to combat with no limitations. Traverse the atmospheric lands of the Omni-structure, uncover a forgotten history through the lens of a lost civilization, while exploring an expansive, handcrafted world. The Omni-structure is tremendous, and there is no singular path leading to the ultimate goal. Run, leap, and ascend uncharted environments, and prepare to face what lies at the end of each road. Smalland, Survive the Wilds by Merge Games, is set to release in March 29, 2023 on PC. The game challenges players to survive as one of a race of tiny people in a vast, hazardous world. Players will explore the game's beautiful world, battle everyday creatures, which now see them as lower on the food chain, build encampments, and craft powerful armor sets, with scavenged resources. As they gain a foothold in this dangerous environment, players will also be able to find creatures to tame and ride, as they battle the elements, and explore the world from a whole new perspective. You will explore a vast and towering world as the small folk, playing with up to 10 friends in multiplayer. Explore the world and survive together, or toggle friendly fire to bring the fight to others. Traverse lake-sized puddles, scale skyscraper-sized trees, scramble through cavernous cracks in roads, as you experience a huge open world from a new perspective. As you progress, uncover lore and folk secrets from hidden NPCs scattered throughout the world, and learn to survive in this hostile wilderness. Tame and ride wild creatures from damselflies to spiders, each mount providing a unique means of travel. The world and its inhabitants are yours to conquer. Scavenge, refine, and craft resources to build your encampment on the ground, or in the canopy. Craft powerful armor sets to personalize your appearance, that grant you resistance from the elements, along with the abilities needed to survive. Ravenbound by Systemic Reaction is a fast-paced action game that combines the challenge of a roguelite with the choices of open world. It is set to release on March 30th, 2023. You are a vessel to the Raven, an eternal weapon forged by imprisoned gods. In order to free them and restore order to the island of a vault, the Raven must rebuild its power. Permadeath is a big part of Ravenbound. While each vessel is lost forever once they fall in battle, the strength they bring to the Raven is not, allowing you to come back stronger each time. Hone your skill through many lifetimes as you battle the corrupted creatures of the land, in a fast-paced hack-and-slash combat system, where the monsters will stop at nothing to bring you down. Master the combat, and choose upgrades that suit your playstyle, to overcome the challenges ahead. Progression comes in the form of cards and unlocks that you can find on your journey through a vault. Each lifetime new cards are unlocked, some by chance, and some by player choice. As you grow stronger, so do the rewards. You will be able to find cards that grant everything from better armor to new playable classes, magical weapons, and relics that enhance your character, with all different synergies to discover. Finding the right combinations is a matter of life and death for a vessel. System Shock is the fully fledged remake of the groundbreaking original from 1994, combining cult gameplay with all new high-definition visuals, updated controls, an overhauled interface, and all new sounds and music. It even has the original voice actor of Shodan, one of gaming's most iconic villains. It is developed by Night Dive Studios and published by Prime Matter, and is set to release sometime in March 2023. Meet Sentient Hyper-Optimized Data Access Network, referred to as Shodan, the psychotic AI that has taken control of Citadel Station and turned the crew into an army of cyborgs and mutants. She now plans to do the same to Earth. You must explore and battle your way through the depths of a space station gone to hell. Stop Shodan and avert humanity's destruction. You will fight to death in the depths of space and face off against the forces of a rogue AI gone mad. As you progress, you will improve your skills, adapt to take on your foes, jack into cyberspace, to hack the system, and open other routes, and amidst all that, discover a non-linear story, unfolding at your own pace. Resident Evil 4 is an upcoming survival horror game, developed and published by Capcom. It is a remake of the 2005 game Resident Evil 4, scheduled for release on PlayStation 4 and 5, PC, and Xbox Series X and S on March 24, 2023. Here, players control Resident Evil 2 lead, U.S. Agent Leon S. Kennedy, on a mission to rescue Ashley Graham, daughter of the President of the United States, from a Spanish village dominated by Los Illuminados, which is a violent cult worshipping an ancient parasite years after the events of his introduction. Other characters appearing in the remake involve the returning Ada Wong, Leon's operator Ingrid Hunnigan, as well as the civilian Luis Serra, and the antagonists Baitors Mendez and Ramon Salazar. Resident Evil 4 features modernized and improved visuals compared to the original, with a tenser atmosphere, improved character designs, and enhanced backgrounds. As in the original game, the player will organize their inventory with an attaché case. The merchant also returns, allowing the player to buy, upgrade, and trade items. He will also provide new side quests that may be completed during the main story. In combat, Leon can roundhouse kick enemies to push them away, as well as new parry mechanics, which include blocking attacks from a chainsaw with a knife. The Last of Us Part 1 is an action-adventure game developed by Naughty Dog and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, set to release on March 28, 2023 on PC via Steam. It is a remake of the 2013 game, The Last of Us. It features revised gameplay, including enhanced combat and exploration, and expanded accessibility options. The single-player story follows Joel, who is tasked with escorting the young Ellie across a post-apocalyptic United States and defend against cannibalistic creatures infected by a mutated strain of the cordyceps fungus. The overhauled artificial intelligence allows more non-player characters on screen, with enemy AI acting more aggressive and tactical than in the original game. The infected receive some gameplay adaptations, such as new stalker animations and a charge move for bloaters. New gameplay additions include a permadeath mode, a speedrun-focused mode, and new costumes for Joel and Ellie. So that's it for today's video. We hope you found this helpful and interesting, and if you did, please show your support by liking and sharing this video, and do subscribe to our channel if you wish to see more from us. Also mention in the comments, which game are you excited for to get in March? We will be back soon with more amazing videos. Take care, and have a wonderful day.